You probably know by now, but
Oh,
Justin
blue
Tim
eyes. Sorry.
that was the perfect time to completely walk off set.
Please carry on.
Justin Timberlake was arrested for a DUI,
Yes, he was.
and it's looking bad for him right now. His mugshot, he looks rather sauced, as the kids say.
His blue eyes look glassy.
He's looking a little intoxicated in the mugshot. But also, the arresting officer had no idea who he was.
I believe the arresting officer. I did not read this. I saw someone say this, so this could be wrong. But what I'm hearing is that the arresting officer was somewhere around 22, 23.
He ain't know the slaps.
He don't. He don't know nothing about Crimea River. Okay.
Fan.
He said, "What tour? What tour are
Right.
you talking about? What?" He said, "The world tour." And he was like, "Nah, I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. Please,
Yeah, he said
please
he
put
didn't
your
know.
hands behind your back."
Right. And so now some quotes have been released.
Oh, fun.
And it says Justin said under his breath, "This is gonna ruin the tour."
Oh, Justin.
The cop replied, "What tour?" Justin said, "The world tour.
Yeah, he did. That's
I'm on a world tour with Muhammad, my man."
good.
Um, Listen, the mugshot looks bad. Getting arrested for a DUI looks bad.
Thinking
The
you were
20-year-olds not knowing you is bad.
Well, I was just about to say, thinking you were going to get out of it because of the tour or whatever you thought, your clout is also bad because it backfired, or rather just didn't work.
Yeah. So Justin Timberlake is having a hard time right now. Um, but I'll be honest with you, and maybe this is me, maybe I'm saying too much here, but I felt like good for you because you're a doof. You are too rich. You are too seasoned of a veteran to be getting a DUI. Like, yo, fam, you've been in this game how long?
Yeah, I never understand how celebrities end up with DUIs when they could just like call someone, they could hire someone to take them where they want to go. They could do here's a novel idea. There are these apps where you could like go on the app and you could put where you are
Yep,
and where you're going
yep,
and put your credit card information in
yep,
and they'll quote you a price
yep,
and a time frame.
yep. Pick
And
up and
someone will
drop off.
come and pick you up and drop
Take
you
your
to your
take your
destination.
drunk ass right where you need to go
And these apps are available to all.
for free. It's a
Well,
free
free to
download.
download. Not
Free
free to
download.
take the ride, but free to
No,
download.
free
I just
download.
don't understand. Use a pseudonym. Use someone else's name. Use someone else's account. Hell, if you don't want it to say Justin Timberlake is your writer. I just don't. It's always confusing to me. Like, what is? I don't know. I don't know if it's like a freedom thing. Them feeling like they and just obviously DUIs don't just happen to celebrities, but I'm always baffled by it because I just feel like they have the resources that a
Of
lot
course.
of regular people don't have, and so
Right.
you could wrap your head around the fact that some random person leading a pretty normal life maybe can't afford to pay someone else to take them where they need to go, but Justin Timberlake should be able to, as far as we know. So I don't know. It's weird. I always think it's weird hearing these stories because I'm like, you had so many other options than to get in your car and drive drunk.
He's got staff. If I'm correct, he's got a wife.
Jessica Biel.
He's got a manager. He's got friends.
Yep.
You know, could have very easily used one of many options. to get where you needed to go without going behind the wheel and risking your life and other people's lives. Because that's the other part that people don't speak about, right?
Yeah,
Where a lot of times it's like, oh, that was dumb because you're famous. True. But also it's dumb because you could have died. Like you
you
could
could
not
have
be alive right
killed
now.
someone. I mean, and we have a lot of people who have been in those situations too. Caitlyn Jenner.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely.
there's a long list of people who have been in those famous people who have been in those situations.
Right.
Um, but yeah, I don't know. I get the feeling that it's like a it's I was trying to say before that it's like a freedom thing. Like you're
I think
so
it's arrogant.
it could be that as well. But
I think it's arrogance. I think it's like, nah, I'm good. I got it. I've seen that mad
right.
times before where you at a party or you
Yeah,
gotta go out to dinner, people are feeling saucy, and it's like, yo, you should probably not drive. You're gonna take a Uber's. Nah, I'm good. I drive
I
like
got
this all the
it, you know, yeah.
time. I
Right.
got it.
Right. What I was thinking is just the idea that their lives are so regimented and structured, and they can't. A lot of famous people can't just go to the store and do, really regular normal things. And so I sometimes wonder: is it that? Is it the freedom you feel of getting in your car and driving somewhere that you're looking for, but you're using that freedom irresponsibly? So, but I do totally understand what you're saying about the arrogance, and I'm sure there's a lot of that there too. But
Yeah, that's what
yeah,
I think. I think it's
it's like
arrogant because what makes you feel like you could do that and be good?
right,
It's
yeah,
just not worth the risk, regardless whether you're famous or not. Like you could leave your car there, wherever there is, and go get it tomorrow. Take a Uber home and be safe. Because there are plenty of times when you speak to someone who says they're fine the next day and they're like, I don't even know how I got to Dash House. Weren't we at weren't we at Club Justin Timberlake
yeah,
last night?
it's true.
I somehow got to Dash crib and I woke up on Dash couch. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, that's true. That happens. I mean, that happens to people all the time where they don't remember
Right.
what what happened, and when you combine that with like operating heavy machinery,
That's what
then
I'm saying.
yeah, it becomes an issue. But yeah, it's too easy these days. Like I understand that maybe it was more challenging many years ago, but it's too easy these days to find your way home
Yeah,
um,
of course.
in
Come
a
on.
safe way that I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me.
No, and then it amplifies when you speak about someone famous with staff and a spouse. It's just too many ways to get home safely to risk your life
Hmm.
and your career, the lives of others. It's just so much risk for so little reward. I mean, what's even the reward? Like
Now your
driving your
flash
car?
all
Like,
over the internet, you
yeah,
know, and we all found out that 20-year-olds have no clue who you are. So there's that,
damn,
which I think when you talk about arrogance, that had to have hurt his ego, um, because of the way he approached it. There's some people who might be a little bit more humble. I feel like
right.
I feel like Denzel Washington, that example, he's so recognizable. But I feel like Denzel Washington getting pulled over, he's probably not going to use the "I am Denzel" card. Um, so it's just kind of like I feel like there's just people out there who, yeah, they have that cachet, but they wouldn't try to use it.
Gotcha.
So I don't know. And I use Denzel because if people know anything about Denzel, he he almost hates the fact that he's considered a part of Hollywood. So that's why I used him as an example. Um, but yeah,
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let us know what you think in the comments.
yeah.
And thank you for being here.